Unless you've been living under a rock, you will know that Roald Dahl's children's book Matilda has been adapted into a musical that is just amazing. And the Australian behind it joins us now. Would you please welcome Tim Minchin? Hi. Hey, good to have you on the show again. I was actually thinking about Roald Dahl yesterday by total coincidence, and I was thinking he's amazing because he's hilarious, but he's also really dark and funny and a bit naughty as well. And then I thought, if you had to think of a musician who embodied all of that, you'd pretty much come up with you, which is why it works so well. Would you like to do another Roald Dahl musical?
I feel a huge affiliation with him, and he was such a huge part of my childhood, and I think you're right, although I wouldn't put myself, in his league at all, obviously, because he's a genuine genius, but I always, when Matilda came my way, I felt partly sort of, I don't know if I can write a project this big, but half of my brain was going, yeah, this is perfect for me. But I don't think I'll do another one because I like variety in my life, and I don't want to become known as the Roald Dahl guy. You know?
Oh, we'd be happy if you did, because I took my son Ollie. He absolutely loved it. It was interesting because he loved the books, and I was worried that maybe he'd find, the stage show a little bit, too dark or edgy or something. I think that's what he loved about it. And do you think sometimes we underestimate what our kids can understand and appreciate?
I certainly do, and when we were putting this thing together, that was a huge conversation. People wondering whether the text we had created was firstly able to be performed by the kids, because it's incredibly, there's a huge amount of complicated language and ideas in it. So we were worried about whether we could cast children or whether they'd be able to deliver the story, and then worried about whether the audience would understand it. I was never worried about either of those things. I think kids are absolutely incredible, and that's what Dahl did that so few authors do. He never condescended to his audience, and I think in everything I do, I always assume the audience is a genius.
Tim, no doubt you're aware that Vice President-elect Mike Pence enjoyed a night at the theatre recently. Went and saw Hamilton on Broadway, and the cast had some words to him. Trump responded. Trump said that he feels that the theatre should be a safe and special place. How does that sit with you?
I don't know. I mean, Trump's clearly an imbecile, so it doesn't really matter what he says about anything. He's ridiculous. That moment was pretty amazing, and you could have a debate about the role of theatre. I think you do what you want in the theatre. No one said that you have a guarantee that the people on the stage are going to do what you think they should do. And honestly, I mean, Pence is a self-confessed world-famous homophobe, and he went to Broadway. He's lucky he didn't get beaten up or kissed a lot on the mouth. That's what I would have done. I would have kissed him till he converted.
Now, Tim, you've just had your new musical, Groundhog Day, based on the 1993 film that's just been opened in London. Can you tell us a bit about it, and is it coming down under?
I really, obviously, hope very much that it will get here. I'm sure it will. We just did a short run in London because we wanted to make sure its kind of big, long-term opening was on Broadway, because it's such an American story and a classic American text. So it opens on Broadway in March, and then hopefully we'll open again on the West End in London later in the same year or maybe the next year. But I'd really like it to get down here quicker. I mean, Matilda got here much quicker than most West End musicals because of my association, I guess, and I'd like Groundhog Day to get here quicker still.
Tim, was Groundhog Day just an excuse to write one song and play it over and over and over again?
Well, it's certainly an excuse to hear that joke over and over again, Pete.
Thank you, Tim. Much appreciated. I enjoyed Matilda, by the way.
I mean, you're one of my great supporters, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to take you down. It's a world of public shaming, don't you know?
Well, it is always a pleasure. We look forward to Trump the musical. I feel like that could be in the works. But Matilda the musical is now playing in Brisbane and coming to Perth and Adelaide very soon. Head to the link page on our website. Thanks so much, Tim.
Thanks so much for having me. Thank you, everyone.